For the last few years, the story of artificial intelligence was a story of capability. Who could build the smartest model? Who could cross the next benchmark? But in 2026, the narrative has violently shifted. We are no longer just asking what AI can do. We are asking who controls it. Welcome to the era of sovereign AI. Nations and corporations are realizing a terrifying truth. If your entire digital economy, your government systems, and your healthcare networks run on infrastructure controlled by a foreign power, you don't actually have a digital economy. You have a dependency. From India to France, the UAE to the European Union, a massive, multi-trillion-dollar race is underway to build domestic AI ecosystems. So what is the goal? Here countries are trying to avoid becoming what French President Emmanuel Macron has warned against, digital vassals to American and Chinese tech monopolies. So in this video, we will understand what it really takes to create a full sovereign AI stack. Let's dive deep into this. According to NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, sovereign AI has 5 layers, and each layer has its own importance and potential to create dependency, which makes the whole AI infrastructure ecosystem vulnerable. Let's understand each of the layers one by one. Layer 1, the energy component. At the foundation is raw power. Intelligence generated in real time requires electricity generated in real time. Every token produced by an AI is electrons moving and heat being managed. If a nation's power grid relies on imported energy, its AI is inherently vulnerable. Energy is the ultimate physical cap on how much intelligence a country can produce. And in this age of green technology, one thing to keep in mind is that you have to generate electricity without harming the environment, so either from renewable sources of production, or to generate electricity from nuclear power plants. Let's move to Layer 2, the chips component, or to say, the intelligence layer. Sitting on top of the energy layer are the processors, the highly advanced GPUs. Their sole job is to convert Layer 1 energy into raw computing power. Just because a few companies design and manufacture these chips, securing a domestic supply chain, or hoarding them before export controls hit, is a matter of national security. Nations realize that merely buying chips isn't enough. They are subject to devastating geopolitical export controls. The challenge here is capital intensity and time. Trying to build domestic fabrication plants, fabs, or pivot to custom silicon design costs tens of billions of dollars and takes a decade. If you are cut off from Layer 2, your sovereign AI dreams die instantly. Now move on to Layer 3, the infrastructure component. This isn't an invisible cloud. This layer is brutal, physical reality. It's the land, the structural engineering, and the networking fabrics required to string tens of thousands of GPUs together. Modern nations aren't building data storage centers anymore. They are building heavily guarded AI factories. The primary challenge is orchestration and physics. Standard internet cables create bottlenecks that starve the GPUs of data. Nations have to master ultra-low latency fabrics, like InfiniBand, and advanced liquid cooling. If a country can't physically construct and orchestrate these hyperdense facilities fast enough, their expensive Layer 2 chips will sit idle. Layer 4, models and data. Here lies the all large language models like Gemini, chatgpt, claude, deepseek, and some others. On top of the physical hardware sit the models and the data they consume. Most global frontier models are trained primarily on English data, baking in Western cultural biases, laws, and values. The challenge here is data sovereignty and portability. For an AI to be truly sovereign, it must be trained on localized data that never leaves the country's borders. Nations are agonizing over a choice. Do they spend billions training a massive model from scratch, or do they take open-source models and fine-tune them locally? Doing this requires enormous domestic talent and absolute regulatory control to ensure state secrets and citizen data aren't leaked to foreign APIs. And the last one, Layer 5, the applications, or to say, the economic engine. At the top is where actual economic value is generated. Autonomous defense systems, localized healthcare platforms, and financial grids. The fatal flaw of Layer 5 is that it is completely dependent on the 4 layers beneath it. The biggest challenge here is public trust and liability. If a sovereign nation rolls out an AI grid for its healthcare system, who is liable when it fails? Can the public trust it? Furthermore, if an application scales massively but the nation doesn't own Layer 1, energy, or Layer 3, infrastructure, the entire system will bottleneck and crash. If you don't control the bottom, you don't truly own the top. After this, now let's understand which country's leading in this global AI race. The United States and China are battling for absolute dominance across all 5 layers. Both of them created a duopoly in this domain. Both have mastered the Layer 2 chip manufacturing, and the 4th layer, the large language models. Who do you think is winning the sovereign AI race right now? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.